Yes, Mzansi, welcome to it. Opening up right here on S3. This is your feel-good breakfast show. If you want to feel good on your adventures, then you want to pay attention to this because we're going to prepare you for something incredible. Yes, prepare to be amazed as Pierre with the gear returns to unveil the magic behind binoculars. Now, I think it's time for a closer look at how these lenses bring distant marvels into sharp focus. Now, we have technical product specialist and equipment buyer. Of course, we're talking about Pierre here to show us and share with us some of the options and the innovation that we can expect. And all of these are options that we can get at Cape Union Mart, right?
That's right.
Say no more, man. We've got a lot to get through. I see a lot of different shapes, sizes, and everything else here. But what does it all mean when it comes to a different type of binoculars? Because I see they also have numbers on them. What is that all about?
I'm glad you said take a closer look, because that's what a binocular does. It brings it closer. And focus. That's what it's all about. I love the play on words. So the first things that we're going to look at today are the two big numbers on a binocular.
Yeah.
And as you can see there,
10x50.
10x50.
Okay.
10 by 50. It's not 10 times 50.
Okay.
So the first number is quite an important one. That's the power, or more accurately, the magnification.
Okay.
How much closer does the binocular bring whatever you're looking at? And the 10 times is the most common, and also very common is the 8.
Okay.
And 10 is not always better than 8. 10 is stronger, but not necessarily better. And 8 times magnification is very suitable if you're looking at birds, because it gives you a wider field of view, and it causes less fatigue on the eye.
Oh, interesting. So there's almost like a specific type of a binoculars that will suit the exercise or the experience.
Exactly. And that's why they come in so many different shapes and sizes as well. And that's where the big fun starts.
So let's talk about that. We're talking about shapes and sizes. And I see like we've got this big boy that you just had over here. And then next to you, you've got some smaller options. Now, me as a hiker, someone that wants efficiency, I don't always want these big items in my bag because I don't always have space for it.
That's right.
Is that going to mean that I'm compromising on the opportunity and that experience?
Okay, so that's where the second number comes from. We saw that 50 there. And that refers to the size of the objective diameter. So you're looking at an objective. The lens closest to that object is the objective diameter.
Okay.
Now, a bigger objective diameter will allow more light in. Now, a binocular like this is great for game drives, which is usually early in the morning, early in the evening, where the light conditions are not as clear because the sun hasn't risen yet or is busy setting.
And you need the light for?
You need the maximum amount of light to enter your binocular so that you get a clearer picture.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So we've got an option here where it says 10 by 25.
That's right.
Right. So that's obviously the common 10 being the first lens
Brings it
option.
closer.
Brings it closer. And then that 25 is representing that sort of framing or that external lens that is closest attached to the object.
That's right. So we call this a compact binocular.
Okay.
As you can see, they fold away nice
those are
and
cool.
small. Put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And very effective for going on a hike. If you do need something where you want to get the maximum amount of light, then maybe you need to sacrifice carrying something heavier. Or you can go for a nice in-betweener, like a 10 by 42.
Okay, so this
So
is like
still compact, but using the maximum amount of light.
the best of both worlds there, I see.
That's right.
Okay, I love this. I'm going to test it out here because I get the numbers, but I want to see exactly what the effect... okay, so I like the fact that this is fully in focus and I'm seeing things that I've never seen. Was that always there? Wow. All right, but this is making sense to me because obviously looking at the numbers now and obviously, again, having that option to go in-store maybe and test these out, you can really see the difference. Well, I need to open those first
lens
before.
caps.
That would
You
help.
need to protect the lenses.
Smart
so the
stuff,
lens
okay.
caps are there.
Oh, I see the difference now. It makes absolute sense. And I can see how many different situations we might need different options here. Just getting my focus right and yeah, that's still there. Okay, so they both work really well. I love the fact that you also have these covers. Maybe we can mention this. This is really innovative for me being someone that's really rough on hikes and really dumping a lot into my bag. I wouldn't have thought about the fact that you need to protect these lenses. That's quite important,
100%.
right?
Protect them from scratches, protect them from getting damaged. And that's why every binocular will come with lens caps and they all come with a bag included.
Nice.
So just to protect your your
So
binocular.
let's play a scenario. I mean, we've got two options. Let's take, there's me, someone that is more keen on hiking and physically seeing things, but I want a pair of binoculars just in case I see a stray Himalayan tar in the distance, or I've seen a bird that I haven't noticed before and I want to kind of get a better visual on that. For someone like me, what would a great option be there versus someone that's specifically going out to birdwatch, specifically going out to spend the day really gazing, trying to tick off some of the items on their list that they haven't seen before? How would you compare those two options and what would you recommend?
Wow.
I know I'm putting you on the spot here, Pierre, but I know you got the answers.
I wish we had an hour to talk about this because I can talk all day about binoculars. But generally a birder, specifically an avid birder will go for an 8x42.
Okay.
8 cause less fatigue on the eye so that you can stare at that bird for longer periods of time. And 42, which is not too bulky, still nice and compact and ideal for that. And good for hikers then as well, but maybe a 10x42 for a hiker.
Okay.
And if you really want a compact binocular, then that option is still available.
Yeah, coming through with the options, man. And when we're speaking about tech, have we covered it all? Is there anything else that you'd like to mention?
Let's talk about price.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, most importantly, yes, price, because I'm sure that has a varying factor depending on the actual binoculars themselves. How does that get determined?
So, on this table here, I've got a binocular that costs $400.
Is that it?
And that's an entry-level binocular.
I was expecting a lot more. Which one is that?
Does the job, and it's one of our own, Cape Union Mart's Malkin binoculars.
Okay.
It's only $400. It's very effective, very good quality, value for money. But then as you add more tech to it, it becomes more expensive. So a mid-range binocular will be a few thousand rand. And then you get high-end binoculars that can go all the way up between 20 and 30,000 rand.
Oh, wow. What's justifying that? Is it just the lenses or the tech inside?
Let's talk about tech.
Yes.
Now, the first thing that we look at, and something that we always see on the box, is something called waterproof. Now, a waterproof binocular is not something you'll use underwater because you're not looking at the fishes.
You can't go in the ocean and look at a whale kilometers away.
It's not going to work.
All right.
But sweat from your brow won't fog up the lens. And if it starts drizzling and you're looking at this very rare bird, you don't want to pack your binocular away. So waterproof might work for you. And then very important, light bends when it moves through air. It refracts slightly.
Okay.
Now, binoculars that have air inside them might have slight dark edges around. Now, high-end binoculars are nitrogen purged. So they put nitrogen inside the binocular, which air bends less through nitrogen, so you get better edge-to-edge clarity. Then, very important, you need to coat the lenses. Coatings on the lenses are quite important because coatings reduce glare, reduce scratches, and allow more light through. There's 4 ways to coat binoculars. They call them coated, which is a single coating on all of the lenses. Then you get fully coated, which is a coating on all the lenses. Then you get multi-coated, which is multiple coatings on some of the lenses. And then you guessed it, fully multi-coated, which is the high-end ones, give you much clearer.
Wow.
And prisms, lastly, we'll quickly talk about prism. If you take 2 lenses and you put them in line with each other, your image will be upside down. So inside the binocular, there are little glass triangles which turn the image right side up. So that when you look through the binocular, it's not upside down or inverted.
Yeah, coming through with all the goods, with all the tech that we absolutely need. I didn't even know that these were important things and factors to look into, and this is perfect. For the next time that we do head over, we can make an informed decision. But if not, don't worry. Cape Union Mart has us covered, and we can obviously get these online at capeunionmart.co.za, or you can hit in-store. Pierre himself might not be there, but we've got incredible staff that can assist you with all these options. Brother, thank you for coming through. I think we have every reason to get out there, to get inventing and explore. And with these, it's going to be a memory made in heaven. Thank you so much,
Good
Pierre.
to see you, sir.
Beautiful stuff. All right.
Thank you.
Now to make a choice.